Hi guys, welcome back to Rybrick TV and welcome to a slightly different video today. Because there's not going to be any fancy cameras, there's not going to be loads of lovely B-roll, what I want to do is something a little bit different. Behind us, there's a Bentley Bentayga. Myself and Rob have just been to see the guys at Bentley Bristol and we've picked up this Bentayga. And we've got it for a few days to get some content, some video and some photos. But what I wanted to do is just show you guys what it's like to drive around in a car like this. This is a hybrid as well, so it's a little bit different to the normal Bentaygas. I've only ever driven the V8s and so on, so it's really quite interesting to see what this car is like on a daily basis. Obviously charging it, driving it up and down the motorway to different locations. And well, I just thought I'd bring you guys along for the ride really. So first things first, let's take you for a little quick walk and talk of this Bentayga. So here we go then. Finished in this absolutely gorgeous green. Now I'll apologise, I don't actually know the official colour for it, but it looks fantastic. We've got the design kit on this as well, so the extended splitter down the front here looks great, and I love the crystal cut glass. It looks absolutely fantastic. And of course I brought it to my favourite location to take photos down here in Bristol before we head back up north. So we've got the black wheels in here, massive, great big brakes in there with the Bentley badge on there, black as well, which actually looks really good. We've got the carbon fibre sills along here, hybrid designation here. Let's carry on along the side. It is a cracking looking thing. I really do enjoy the Bentayga. From back here, obviously at the rear you've got the sort of the circular lights here, which almost make this section here look like it's from the Continental GT, just bigger obviously for the Bentayga. Quad pipes down there actually, which is really nice. Even though this is a hybrid, it's still got the quad pipes on there, big diffuser. And then right up here we've got the enormous carbon fibre rear spoiler. Let's have a look inside. So we've just got a black interior in here. I always love the interior of Bentleys, they are fantastic. The diamond stitching here on the leather, the Bentley logo here. They're always such a fantastic place to sit in here. But yeah, it's totally black, and well, it is a fantastic place to sit. Bentaygas always are. But yeah, really looking forward to spending the next few days with this. Hopefully you'll see some of the photos and so on that we get. If you want to see those, they're most likely going to be going out onto Bentley Bristol's Instagram page, so I'll pop the link in the description of this video. So yeah, I mean, we're going to take a few photos here, and then I'm going to get Rob behind the wheel of this car, because this is, well, this will be the first Bentley that Rob's ever driven. So on the way back up, I'm going to get him to drive it. We'll find somewhere to plug it in and get some charge, because it hasn't got any at the minute. And yeah, we'll take you guys along for the ride. First experience then with Bentley.
Yeah, you may have seen some of my previous videos. Obviously I came from Porsche, but no, this is my first time in a Bentley at all. Never been in one at all.
Oh, what do you think of it?
It's a lovely place to be. The interior finishing, you know, you've got the turn metal on the dashboard, the chromatic elements everywhere. It's just
fantastic, isn't it?
It's true Bentley.
Yeah, it's so good. Something I've noticed as well is I think they've updated the screen in front of you and the infotainment system, because obviously I'm quite fortunate to have spent a lot of time in Bentleys, and this looks more resolution, it looks higher res, it looks a little bit better. So it's quite funny actually. I had a Speed a few weeks ago, Bentley GT Speed.
Oh yeah.
This seems like a higher resolution to me than that car, which is quite an interesting one. I suppose this is a V6 hybrid, so this is a newer variant. Obviously GT's been around for a while now, but yeah, I think it feels, I don't know, a little bit more up to date in here, I think.
Yeah, obviously it's got the things like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all the luxuries that obviously are really well received nowadays. But you've also got the classic, you've got the classic Bentley clock, it's right pride and centre of the dashboard, and it just brings back to that classic motorsport heritage. You know, thinking of Le Mans when they was there. But it's just a gorgeous car. You know, there's not too many buttons, which is obviously one thing.
Excuse me, sorry guys. It's,
easy there.
it's hay fever season here at the minute, and yeah, it's got me quite bad over the last few days. It's not ideal. It's not ideal.
But no, it's a gorgeous place. Button wise, there's not too many, but there's enough. It gives you the access to the functions that you need without being buttons stuck everywhere, which some motor manufacturers are a little bit guilty of, but also they're going the other way where they're removing all the buttons and you've got touchscreen for everything, which
I think it's a nice balance of practicality and luxury in this car. I really did. I've spent, as I say, I'm very fortunate to spend a lot of time in Bentleys over the last few years, and I really love them. I think they are fabulous places to sit. And Bentayga, I mean, it's such a well received model. Obviously with the big SUV, obviously the market has exploded, and Bentayga for me is just, it's up there with easily one of the best SUVs on the market. I think it's absolutely fabulous in here.
And the nice thing is, obviously, there is a lot of premium brand SUVs. It gives something different.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a generic box, which some of them do fall foul of.
Yeah. And just a quick one, if you guys want to see how this car drives, please use the link in the top of the screen, because a few months ago, Emily went out and took a Bentayga Hybrid out for a drive and did a full review on that car. Today's not about that. Today is just a little bit of a behind the scenes of how we get our photos, etc, etc, taking you along for the ride. Obviously it was just an opportunity to get behind the wheel of a Bentayga and just have a chat about it, really. But I have noticed on the dashboard, I mentioned it briefly earlier, we have no electricity.
No, we don't.
So we're gonna go find somewhere to plug the car in, and we'll bring you guys along for the ride as well and show you how easy it is to charge the Bentayga Hybrid.
Sounds good.
So we found a charger on the service station, and now let's go and see Rob. Well, because he's kind of like an electric car connoisseur, so he's going to show us how to charge the Bentley Bentayga Hybrid.
So right, here's a lead I need. This one goes into the unit, so this is an AC, which is type 2 connectors, that's out on Z. So simply, we plug in, just like that. Then, this then goes in the car. It's opposite side to the petrol tank, and it does show you that on the dash. So simply, just open it up, take the little cover out, and that hooks on there, and then literally just plug in just like that. You can see the car's all connected now, get a little red light, and then all we do is just go to payment. So it's an AC plug. I need my payment card. 1 second.
That'd be useful. So it's really easy actually then to plug this car in, and well, I don't actually know how long it's going to take, so we'll have a look in a sec on the dashboard once it's all set up, see how long it's going to take to charge this car. But one thing I have noticed is it does regen quite nicely. It regens quite nicely, this, doesn't it?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Regen's very good on this. So when you are driving around, the car will regen anyway. So let's just jump inside the car now as Rob's putting this in, and it'll say on the dashboard here. So as you can see at the minute, we are currently 0 miles. So we'll wait for Rob to plug that in, and then we'll have a little look at what's going on. So, well, we can't quite find where it's going to say it on the dash, but Bentley say 2.5 hours to a full charge. So should we give it about half an hour, and we'll go and get a drink or something from the service station, and then we'll
plan to make.
Yeah, we'll come back. Happy days. Well, we're going to go and get a drink. We'll let the car charge, and then we'll catch up with you guys probably tomorrow, because we're taking this car to the beach.
Oh, I'll bring me bucket and spade.
Bucket and spade, and we'll catch up with you guys then. So welcome to day 2 with the Bentayga. We're currently on quite a nice road in Wales. I thought I'd just pull over. We're gonna get some B-roll shots of the car around here, but I just want to show you how much space you get in the back of the Bentayga. So this is all of our camera gear. There is absolutely loads of space. It keeps on going all the way back here, and normally in hybrids you tend to lose quite a bit of space. So let's just move this out of here. And look, I mean, it's completely flat still. Sometimes you get a bit of a hump, but in this, no, it's nice and flat. And the carpet in this, actually a little bit nicer than it is in my house. I mean, that's not too bad, to be honest. So we're going to grab the camera, go for a little drive up and down the road, and then we're going to carry on to Blackrock Sands, and then, well, we'll catch up with you when we get there. And hopefully the weather's a little bit on and off, isn't it? We've had a little bit of rain, bit of sun. It's obviously quite windy, you can probably hear that, but yeah, we'll carry on, get some nice shots of this car, and yeah, carry on to Blackrock, and we'll catch up with you there. So here we are on Blackrock Sands. The car is tucked nicely into this little area here. There's some fantastic places here to take pictures. If you've never been here, you can just drive on. I think it's £5, was it, to get on here?
Yeah, £5.
Yeah, £5 to drive on here and get just some incredible photos. Well, here's something. Everybody thinks that, oh, you really want nice weather, you want it to be bright and sunny. No, definitely not. You want the opposite of that, really, because the car, mean, it doesn't look too bad on the camera, I don't think, but it just has so many reflections and so many different bits that it's so difficult to really capture this car at its best. You can't really see the green, and a lot of photos it actually looks black, so it's actually quite a difficult one to photograph, this car. I mean, it's a lovely day though.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah.
And the drive over here was fantastic, wasn't it? All sorts of different roads. The car has been absolutely wonderful. We burnt through our electricity that we chopped up yesterday, completely gone. So more or less we've been driving this just as a V6, but even then it's just so comfortable, it's so easy to drive. You've got your massage seats, your ventilated seats, you've got everything, the sunroof. It's just a fabulous place to be. And well, we're going to have a little drive down the beach, sort of down that way somewhere, and just have a look and see if there's anywhere else here that might look good with the Bentayga. And well, that's about it for today really. We'll have a look at some more different bits, and then I'll probably catch up with you guys either later on today or tomorrow when I'm taking this car back down to Bentley Bristol, and I'll sum up the experience with this car. Hi guys, and welcome back to the Bentayga and the long drive back down to Bristol. Now, as you've seen, we took this car to the beach and a few different locations and lived with it for a couple of days. So on the drive back, I just wanted to give you my final thoughts on this car. And it being a hybrid, does being a hybrid suit the Bentayga? Well, I think it does. I actually really love the fact that you can pull away completely silently in the morning. My neighbours, see, I take a few cars home and they're kind of used to some loud stuff. But when I jump in this and start it up, it starts up in pure electric, which actually I think is a brilliant thing, and then you waft out of the street in complete silence. The V6 that's under the bonnet as well is a pretty good motor. It does pick up quite nicely when you want it to, and the relationship between the internal combustion and the battery is actually very, very good. You don't notice the transition between the two. Bentley have done a really good job at disguising the difference between the two. It just effortlessly blends the electric and the battery. Now, we haven't had that much battery for the whole time we've had this. We charged it up obviously on the motorway, as you saw, but we didn't give it a full charge because we had a schedule to stick to. So I've not really had that much battery over this time. Obviously it does regen over time, however it's not the quickest of regen, so you're never going to fill up your battery just on regen alone. But that's fine, because the rest of the time this is still just a V6 Bentley Bentayga. I mean, that's the hybrid bit, but the Bentley bit of this car is absolutely glorious. The interior is wonderful. The massage seats are fantastic. And here's the big one. My wife does not care about cars. So obviously when I take things home, take a Lamborghini home, oh, do you want to have a look at this? Just not bothered. Not bothered in the slightest. But she loves this car. And that's a big testament to it. That for me means the Bentayga has won straight away. It's the first car that she said to me, I really like that. So there you go. If my wife likes it, anybody can like it. It's a wonderful, wonderful bit of kit, this, and I've enjoyed every single second with it. And please follow the guys down at Bentley Bristol on Instagram and Facebook, because that's where the content that we've got with this car will be going over the coming weeks and months. And yeah, I mean, it's been a great experience to drive this car. It's incredibly comfortable. It's so well built. Every time you jump into it, the smell is just beautiful as well. It is a wonderful, wonderful car. I've enjoyed every second of it. And thank you guys ever so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. As I've already said, please follow Bentley Bristol on socials. And if you need any more information on the Bentayga Hybrid, or any Bentley for that matter, use the link in the description of this video to contact the guys down at Bentley Bristol. And well, I'm going to stick my massage seats on, probably stick my ventilated seats on because it's getting a bit warm, and just waft all the way back to Bristol and hand this car back. I'll catch you guys again very, very soon.